hear that ball sizzling in the air.
Alright, welcome back, welcome back. We got some Madden going on.
Entering Kickstart your team screen, you have 3 options. Entering main menu screen, franchise is selected. Entering current franchises screen, you have 2 options. Entering entering franchise hub screen, home. Option, user set, league and stats, X, league trend, league history, schedule. Entering schedule
Check
screen,
and see
you
what
have
the
3
schedule
options.
is.
Playoff schedule.
Who we
Entering
playing?
schedule screen, 407 columns, week div, playoff. Game day and times at 4:30. Game matchup, Panthers at Packers. Result. Game matchup, Dolphins at Broncos. Game day and times on 3:05 p. Week div, playoff. Game matchup, Panthers at Packers. Result. Force win none. Times played 0. Result. Game matchup, Dolphins at Broncos. Game day and times on week div, playoff. Game day and times at 4:30. Game matchup, Panthers at Packers. Game matchup, Ravens at Titans. Game matchup, Falcons at Rams.
Alright, so we
Game day and week div, playoff.
So we are
matchup,
playing the
Falcons
Falcons.
at Rams.
We are playing the Falcons at our house.
Entering schedule screen. Entering weeks.
So
Entering
the
franchise
Falcons.
hub screen league. Entering
I've
warning.
not really
pop-up.
heard.
Are you sure you want to quit the league? No. Options franchise league. Options franchise user settings. Home, you have 8 options. Hot opponent is scout college. Practice available is select. Manage staff is manage roster. Play divisional playoff is selected.
Alright, divisional playoffs.
Home, you have 4 options. Play full game. Entering team select screen, the Los Angeles ready.
Alright, so the Falcons. I've not even heard anything about the Falcons really this year. So I don't even know whether they're a run heavy or throw heavy team.
Brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
So going into this game, I don't have any type of insights. So we're just gonna have to kind of keep track throughout the first quarter what they do more, and then adjust as we get
as always to be bringing you coverage
keep
of the
playing.
National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
Dang, Falcons won 5 in a row. Sheesh.
In a long time.
Yeah, 5 in a row. This one might be tough. I'm thinking they're more of a run.
Play call screen. Kickoff middle. Kickoff left.
I think they're more of a run. I mean, a pass, but.
Who will punch the 4th and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back on the opening kickoff.
All right, they starting at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the
let's see
football
what they
for the
do.
first time.
Usually people run. I don't know why they start running. I mean, I start running. I started running too, so.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, You'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards.
Damn, 28 yards. All right, so they can throw.
No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 44, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely.
Wow, that guy has a weird name. Adaba Zaccheaus. I think that's what he said.
You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Covered over Storm Brave.
Damn.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Mariota now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
He got some good yards off of that run.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Got an injury.
Entering play call, Coach suggests cover 1, nickel blitz free.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw Mariota. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
roughing the passer.
So, Charles, this defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback.
That's crazy.
But you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Algier will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
Damn it.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off
pretty good one.
with a touchdown.
Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line.
R1 button.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB at his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
R1 button. R1 button.
On first and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Dances by him. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Akers trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 30 options. HB Zone WK is selected. Circle button. Triangle button.
Oh, he fakes a spike, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Circle button.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
R1 button.
Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Entering play call. Coach slants.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Cross button.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Entering play spacing.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third and goal.
Cross button. R1 button.
A shotgun
Cross
snap
button.
for Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Triangle
On
button.
fourth down, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Entering
CD
play
for them.
call.
This has just been an
Coach
offensive
suggestions.
explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone
selected.
again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Entering play call. Special team. Kickoff left.
Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. So out come the Falcons now.
Entering play
And for
call.
this
Cover
offense,
two
Charles,
man.
you got to
Cover
think
one
kind of
LB
crucial
blitz.
here to put something together on this drive, because remember,
Spread.
last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Field goal 34 yards. Field goal 34 yards.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mariota, he's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And
they're able to get this one across the 35.
You have 21 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Cover 1 rotter.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To try again after the sack. Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Cover 1 hole.
A first down throw for Mariota. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Cross button.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Coach suggests inside flood. Recent play favorites. Their person that play type. Their RPM run pass. Quick pass. Hail Mary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Square
Throwing
button.
a Stafford.
Square button. Triangle button.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Circle
Throwing
button.
again is Stafford.
Button.
And his throw is incomplete.
Entering play
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8. Punt. Punt. Recent favorites. There are 8. Personnel. There are play type. There are 8 categories. There are run, pass, Hail Mary. There are 6 categories. You have 3 options. Hail Mary is selected. Cross
Here
button.
we go on 4.
Cross button.
Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot
Entering play
convert,
call.
and they
Cover
turn it
2 man.
over.
Cover
Boy, a
4
curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the Carolina Panthers. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shifts by him at the 25. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there.
Terrible.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call. Cover 1 robber. Silver shoe pinch.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get this down to the 38.
Entering play call.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
Wow. Wow. He ran that crap in from far.
26 yards. And the Falcons are
26 yards.
From evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Coup now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Dang.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Return left.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
We
got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Yep.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they
Not
get him
bad.
down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
I forgot to go look and see who else was injured.
Entering play call. Coach suggests and instant call to challenge super sim stats coaching. Pop-up menu. Medical center. Medical center is select. Entering injury report screen. 7 rows 4 columns left. Filter Rams right. Player name G Gaines. Player name B Allen. Position C. Injury type hand. Injury length B.O.G. Injured position. Player name B Allen. Player name G Gaines.
Greg Gaines.
Player name D Edwards.
I don't know who that is.
Position LG.
Left guard.
Injury type torn labrum.
Dang.
Injury length B.O.G. Injury length. Injury type dislocated elbow.
Ooh.
Position GT. Player name G Gaines.
Alright.
Player name B Allen.
Got some peel out.
Entering franchise. Entering play call. Curl Ohio. Inside zone. Curl Ohio.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
R1
To
button.
throw is
Circle
Stafford.
button.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the
Oh,
play back at the
goodness.
37-yard line. So it
Entering
goes
play
as a completed
for
pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
R1 button.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down.
Entering plate. Pod drag wheel. Inside zone split. Pod drag wheel.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Cross button.
Off the fake to
Square
Akers,
button.
here's Stafford.
Triangle button.
Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Square button.
They'll fake it. Now
Triangle
Stafford.
button. Square button.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Entering play call.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Cross
Now
button.
Stafford.
R1 button.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
Stafford.
Cross button. Square button.
And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Inside zone.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Spacing.
All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll look to run with Akers.
Yep.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Right on in.
Cam Akers, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Entering play call.
So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go out there, we've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players and call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, Patterson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggests cover 2, hook slant 3.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Dang it.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll go out of bounds. It
Whack.
appears right at the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A give up the middle to Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
That's what I just said.
Put the onus on the
now
defense.
bleed it down.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Run, pass, Hail Mary. There are 6 categories. You have 3 options.
I gotta do a Hail Mary.
They snap it to Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the
I need another interception.
It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
2 minutes.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 1st down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken it.
Nope.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
on
As he'll
options.
talk it
Cover
over
4
here
drop
before
is
what'll be an
selected.
important third down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks
Entering
that can
play
burn you
call.
with his
Cover
mobility,
1.
but that
Cover
time
1
able to
LB
hem
blitz.
him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real option for him to throw it downfield. He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And it's incomplete. They cannot
Entering play
convert,
call.
and they
Play
turn it
type. There
over.
are 8 categories. Option is set to quick pass 15 plays. Coach suggests HD stretch. Inside zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Dang.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's got it down to the 28. The Falcons going to use the second
Entering
of their
play
timeouts.
call.
As they'll get it with just
There are
under
8
90
categories.
seconds
With
remaining. Have to
options.
imagine this will
Inside
be on
zone
the
is
ground as
selected.
well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. They juked him.
Damn.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 cat. QB heel. Zone fake jet.
On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get into the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown, Rams.
Entering
Cam
play
Akers
call. Coach
with his
suggestion.
2nd touchdown of the night.
Padgam.
And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 14.
Entering play. Kickoff mid. Kickoff left.
Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. So here is Mariota and the Falcons. Down by 2 touchdowns.
See if I can sack him again.
A minute
Entering play
17
call.
remains.
Cover 2 man. Overload
It's certainly
free
a tough
press.
situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. And this
Dang,
one
he threw
is
that far.
Entering
incomplete.
play call. Cover
Give it
2.
big credit
Sam
for his
Williams
coverage
free.
right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Mariota. Finding Edwards.
Got it.
And they'll get it up just short of the
Damn.
45 at
Entering
the
play
44.
Good
call.
freaking yards.
First down now, but the clock
Categories.
continues to
NFL
move.
options. Samuel Blitz 3 selected.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts
Entering
here.
play call.
And he's able to take it across
Suggestions. There are
midfield
6
before going out of
categories.
bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
Here's Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And this is going to be
Entering
another
play.
first down as the
Silver
tackle's going to be
cover
made at the
2 man.
Rams 36. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Good.
So it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
No good.
Entering
He's trying to
play
protect
call.
his quarterback's
Coach
blind
cover
side.
2 man.
Got
Cover
nothing.
4 drop.
You have one job over there. Make sure that
Cover
man
2
does
man.
not get hit.
Cover 4
So if you
drop.
have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards.
Dang.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the
Entering play.
35.
DB Sting. Cover 4 drop.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Entering
And
play
he'll be
call.
upended
1
at the
to 4.
33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up
Cover
3rd
4
down.
drop is selected.
The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.
That was a quick inning.
Entering post-game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game is selected.
Good times. Alright, so looks like we are still alive in the playoffs.
Franchise is selected. Entering player upgrades screen, Bryson. Entering attention pop-up. Are you sure you want to auto-upgrade all players? No. And yes. Entering attention pop-up. 3 players were upgraded. Oh. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen, home. Options, league and stats X league schedule.
See
Entering
what we
schedule
play
screen.
next.
You have 3 options. Playoff schedule is selected. Entering schedule screen. Week conf playoff. Week conf play. Game day and times on 6:40 p.m. Game matchup Dolphins at Ravens. Game matchup Rams at Packers.
Packers.
Postseason
So
Super Bowl selected.
we gotta play the Packers next. So I don't know. Let's see about the Packers. The Green Bay Packers. Alright.
Entering schedule
Green
entering
Bay
weeks
Packers.
and
So
entering
make sure to
warning
join us next
pop-up.
time.
Are
We're gonna
you
play
sure
the
you
Green
want
Bay
to quit the league?
Packers.
No.
And we'll catch you guys a little bit later. Alright. Peace.
Yes. Entering finish the drive screen, you have 2 options.